Hello, my loves. Namaste. I hope you're doing well. I know I've been gone for a while, and I come back and I gain subscribers, and then I leave and I lose subscribers. But I can tell you that I'm super busy, and we're going to get right to this. This is a no contact twin flame reading. And everything's been cleared. I pray over everything before my reading, so I'm not going to do all that. I'm just going to go ahead and get into this reading and see what's going on and why you're being blocked or you're blocked or what is going on with your divine masculine. Here we go. I'm going to do a 5-card spread. Okay. And then we'll talk about the cards. Let's put this deck right here. All right, just give me a minute to read this. I'll be right back. Okay, let's get to this. So, this is what I feel is going on with the masculine. And no kidding, I see a little John Deere tractor driving down the street. We're in a residential area. Anyway, there's a Page of Pentacles here with the Sun and the King of Swords. And you know what? The Knight of Swords. And this really feels like he is so ready to move forward, especially in his mind, but also physically. And there may be some conflict, battles, and fights that are going on around him, but he still feels very unbothered because he has this excitement and exuberance for being really connected with his masculine and kind of pushing through these barriers because he wants to live his truth. And for some of you, this justice is here. There's a divorce. Because there's a switch of your destiny after this Justice card. And this ending of this relationship is something that you've been wanting for a while, but that makes you happy. That's why it feels like whatever's going on around you in everybody else's world is not really affecting you because you're in this place of wanting to live your truth. And maybe by deciding that, you have the Strength on the bottom, with the Devil. Oh wow, Justice again. You want to live your justice, and that may have triggered a lot of people that seemed to be strong, but proved to be not, because their addiction was power. And when you take your power back, nothing can bother you again. Nothing. So, let's get some clarification. We have double justice. Strength card again with Temperance and the 5 of Swords. This masculine is tempered, and whether there's communication or not, which obviously this is a reading for no communication, it doesn't mean he's not standing in his truth, because I feel like not only is he standing in his truth, but he's beginning to live his truth. You have temperance with the strength card here. Temperance is also Sagittarius, so heavy on the Sagittarius. This masculine has put away a lot of mental conflict that he used to have. And so I feel like he's seeing a lot of other people in this conflict, and there really is nothing he can do about it, because he's on his own destined path. What else? Why do we have this Three of Cups? It's 5 and a 3 is an 8. This was his opportunity to, I felt like there was some kind of competition going on here. And maybe he was feeling a lack of self-confidence, but also self-awareness. Yeah, Page of Swords with the Sun. The Sun with the Sun. Sun's very masculine energy. So this is a learning through experience here for this masculine. There was a lot of thinking going on that was unsettling to him. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. So here he's working hard towards his goals. Six of Wands, the Magician, the Wheel of Fortune, right? And achieving, he's stronger-willed. He's now coming up against people. He's this Emperor. He's Aries and Leo together, because it's also, both of these cards are Mars. So that's his solar plexus. That's his active, where he's confident enough to make the necessary moves to live his life. And he feels a big responsibility to himself now. So why is this Ten of Wands here? Knight of Swords. I feel like he's not just living his truth and being more aware of himself and what he wants, but also this man actually could be getting out on his own, riding a motorcycle. Whatever he's doing, he wants some speed. There's a lot of speed here, but he's happy with this Nine of Cups. So no matter what is going on around him, whatever responsibilities that he has, he seems to understand how to get away. These two cards came out earlier with Temperance and the Strength card, is how to balance the yin and the yang, right? The work and the play, the emotions and the actions, without being manipulated. Four of Wands. This masculine wants the Four of Wands. This has always been my twin flame card. And in the tarot, it is in the Rider-Waite, because it's always been the twin flame card. It's everything. It's the foundation of happiness. of having your true love, your divine counterpart, your person, your happy family, whether it's merged or not. So we have heavy on the Leo, Aries, Libra, Gemini, and Virgo would be the Mercury for the Magician. That's all I see right now. I said Aries already. So, but it's all signs, it's collectively. And then, of course, the Wheel of Fortune is all the signs, all of the elements. Divine Masculine is not happy with anything else, and neither is the Feminine. But she has stood strong on that. Because, you know, Feminines are used to being chased after by men. And so, maybe at the beginning when you're young, as a girl, you don't understand the power of the femininity. But later on in life, as you age and you have children and you become wiser, you learn that the feminine is the receptive energy. She doesn't chase, she attracts. So if you're chasing something that is just not aligning with you, it's because it's not supposed to. And it won't, no matter how hard you chase it. So that applies to karmic relationships, and it also applies to twin relationships. Once you have lost yourself and you begin to focus more on your twin than you do yourself, you've lost a part of yourself. So this is really two-sided because this ace and this 9 is a 10, right? So there is no one else that is going to make you as happy as your divine counterpart, because they are you. It is how you are attracted to each other. It's how you know without a shadow of a doubt that this twin flame relationship is different from a soulmate or a karmic relationship. So let's see what currently is blocking the divine masculine right now. What are his blockages? Is it work? Is it friends? Is it just wanting to have a good time? Take a load off. Take a little break. And that's okay. Yeah, the Tower. Something was so overwhelming to the masculine recently. And you know, the planetary positions are so crazy. Mars and the Moon are both in Virgo. Mercury's retrograde in Leo with the Sun. Venus is in Gemini. Uranus is on the cusp of Taurus and Gemini, and Neptune and Saturn are both retrograde in Aries. So we're talking about some very, very difficult planetary placements. And remember, the planets, like the tarot and the zodiac signs, they're archetypes that are already in our psyche. So at any point, we can be one of these archetypes. They're prevalent in our personality signs, but our personality is run by our emotions, which is the Moon, which is our emotions. So, yeah, the High Priestess, she runs the show. She runs the show. She is the knowing. She is the intuition. So, you know, this masculine could very well be getting overrun and overwhelmed with intuitive messages. these swords. Wow. Yeah, this is he's overwhelmed. And I feel like he just really wants to take a break and get away, because he's got a lot going on in his head. I feel like he feels her emotions. He may be getting messages about her. He also may be getting a lot of messages about just thoughts about what he did, why he ghosted her, why he's in no contact, why all of a sudden, and this is probably for the newer twins, there's a bubble phase and then a tower moment where they go silent, and the feminine doesn't know why. So I feel like but this feels like for the newer twin flames where they're just really in a confused state. And with Mars and the moon both being in Virgo, that's a very inner reflective kind of energy, because Virgo is the hermit, and the hermit goes within to learn. He goes in solitude. So the Empress showed up, and we have the Emperor out here, so they're together. They're not looking at each other right now, though. I feel like they're doing their own things. You know, we have the very white, which is purity, and then we have the red, which is very passionate. And so she's very in tune with her intuition right now, but a lot of feminines are celibate. So there's not a whole lot of, I wouldn't say there was a lot of pregnancies in the divine feminine. Could be, I could be wrong there, but this couple is in a no contact. No, they're doing their own thing. She's kind of living in her bliss. She's very patient. She's been through all of this. She knows what to expect in a way. Excuse me. And, you know, she's looking towards the world. She sees this as some kind of attainment of a mission that she was called to experience. She also learned that she doesn't stand in judgment. That's kind of her pivotal point, and that the place that she likes to stay is that she doesn't stand in judgment, because she realized that everyone is healing. Everyone's healing first is not linear, but it's not all equal to the others. We have different wounds. We have more difficult wounds than others. We have lesser wounds than others. We're all on a different journey, and we all have to heal at different levels. And she judged herself hard enough to know how difficult it is to escape the mind, the ego, the person that's constantly talking to you. That's not you. That's the ego. So it's It's not like she's waiting, but she's learned how to be. I mean, where's she gonna go? Trust me when I say that the feminine has a lot of suitors because she's got a vibration, and it's a healing vibration. She wants her match. She doesn't want to be a doctor. She doesn't want to be a healer to everyone else. She helps along the way. She's a template for others because she's a truth seeker and a truth talker. But she wants her mirrored energy. She wants her true love. She wants her twin. She wants her one person. She wants 3 in a lifetime. She wants 4. She wants 1. A divine one. Her Hieros Gamos. Her divine partnership. And the masculines have had such a difficult time with the relationship because they had a hard time with looking at it in a conventional way when it was never conventional. The Hierophant. It will never be conventional. It's spiritual. It's always been spiritual. 2 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So, there's a lot of readings out there that talk about the karmic and the karmic and the karmic and the karmic. The Fool on the bottom of the deck. But until you stop focusing what's going on over there and start focusing on yourself, then how do you expect your relationship to evolve? Are you the karmic? Are you in a karmic place right now? Because what I have noticed is that a lot of you become addicted to tarot readings and you watch them incessantly. Instead of maybe choosing someone that you resonate with and you have a reading, I don't know, once a week. I have clients that get one reading their whole lifetime. I think I've had one reading my whole lifetime. My sister had a reading that revealed a lot of things about me, but the only time I ever got a reading was when I was confused about my twin, and this was years ago. And there was no word called twin flames. She said, he's your spiritual husband, and that's when I began my studying of where this idea came from, because I knew that he was different. I could feel it, and I was having supernatural things were happening to me, and I knew that this was very, very different, and I was tapped in. So if you're a divine masculine and you're listening to this, your divine feminine is not judging you. She wants you to heal. She knows you're on the other side of this with her. She knows how difficult this was because she did it. She knows how difficult it is to be patient. She knows how difficult it is to show commitment because commitment doesn't have a timeline. But she also knows that she has healthy boundaries and she won't stop her life if you have no intention of coming back. She will move on. She's not an option. So get your shit together. when you find your perfect match, and you know without a shadow of a doubt, what are you waiting for? Because this is where you sit with your feminine. She misses you. Interesting, because both these cards kind of look like me in a way. She misses you. But she's healed, and she continues to heal herself from the pain that she feels. That she knows that she has to heal herself. All right, what else that I can impose the knowledge of the two? You have the Four of Pentacles here. Queen of Cups. You know, I feel like no matter how far she wanders without him, she still loves him. And she's just being her. You know, there's a lot of, I totally resonate with both these cards because I'm such an adventurous person. So you won't find me in the clubs. You'll find me in the mountains or next to a beach by myself, having a good time. Because I don't look for my happiness outside of myself. And that's what makes me happy. But also, this masculine does not want to let go. And I feel like he may even bring you these big sunflowers, but he does not want to let go of this connection. Okay, Ace of Wands, what did I say? He wants to bring you flowers. Maybe they're these flowers. But that's for someone. You might be getting flowers. I'm so excited to finish up my cards. They're almost ready for print, the first deck. And I will premiere them and do a reading with them on this channel. I can't think of anything else to say other than just a Rumi quote is, what you seek is seeking you. And this twin flame relationship was not for nothing. So let's pull one more for guidance, and then I'll say goodbye. If you'd like a personal reading with me, you can contact me at my email, the description box below, or on my Keen website, keen.com. The rates are much higher because they take 60% of all earnings. It's actually not right, but my rates are half. So here we go. Two of Cups, Ace of Cups. This is the, I can't make this up, and it's a 3. It's coming. You're Pearl. You're one person. Will make it to you. I want to pull one more because those came out in reverse, but I don't read these cards in reverse. So let's just pull one more. So look, the Chariot's coming, and you won't see it. Maybe that's why they were in reverse. Because really, you don't know when it's going to come. It's coming. This is 7, so we are in July, but it could come in July. It could not. It could come 8/3. 7, 8. No, 7, 8 would already passed. That's what I'm getting. 8, 3. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to continue going. I think we got everything that we needed to get. I hope that this helps you see the bigger picture. But if you're struggling right now and you would like a personal reading with me for clarity, then please reach out. Till I speak with you again, namaste. Have a wonderful day.